Are y'all ready to get this started?
Let's go.
3, 2, 1.
Let's get it. Here we go.
Sit your ass down and get ready for the next episode of the Urban Green Room. The Urban Green Room. With your host, my girl AA and that dude D. Lewis.
Hey everyone, it's your girl AA.
What's up, world? It's your man D. Lewis.
And welcome to season 2 of the Urban Green Room podcast. Yes, we did it. Season 2, and we kicking it off right tonight because this episode is going to air right after Thanksgiving, but it's the holiday time, and COVID is fucked things up for a lot of us. I'm talking about who's cooking Thanksgiving dinner and who shouldn't be cooking Thanksgiving dinner. Who's your spade partner if your spade partner can't be there? And most importantly, who you surrounding yourself with? Because we all know some of our favorite relatives don't live in our household. So we're about to get into all of this and more because COVID has fucked up the holidays, and I think we need to talk about it. So joining us tonight, special return guests. Author, entrepreneur, restaurateur, Mr. Ron Brown is back in the house. Thank you, Ron, for joining us tonight.
What up, Ron?
Thank you for having me.
Oh, anytime, Ron.
Happy holidays.
Yes, happy holidays. And then new to the podcast, new to the Urban Green Room podcast, we have Kai Storm and Ruby. And okay, so I got to set this up because this is why they're here. Okay, first of all, Kai's an author. She's a blogger. And her and Ruby have this dope ass podcast called Motherhood, Sex, and Marijuana.
Hey.
And we're fans. So we had to have them on this season's show. So thank you, ladies, for joining us.
Oh, thank you for having us on shit, fans. That's up. I mean, we love it. We love it. We love you. We love you.
Y'all are dope. We're fans of yours.
Yeah. Listen.
Thanks for joining us, y'all.
Listen.
And yes,
if you haven't heard,
talk about the holidays. Let's do it.
Back.
Oh, yeah.
If y'all haven't heard the podcast, check it out because it's mad dope. Now, don't think just because it's women that it's only geared for women. Let me tell you, single niggas, something out there. If you want to know how women think, if you want to know what women want, if you want to know how they feel, you got to listen to women. Check out the podcast, y'all. It's mad dope, so you won't be disappointed. Y'all gonna get a taste of them right here. They definitely live and real. So y'all hit them up. Check them out.
And as always, our guest information will be on the Urban Green Room podcast website, and we'll pin that in the comments for everybody. But we're going to get started. So, like I said, COVID has fucked shit up, and we need to talk about it because it's the holiday time. So, my question to you, if Grandma, if Granny, if Medea, if Meemaw, if Gigi can't cook Thanksgiving dinner because you're not allowed at her house, who the fuck is cooking? Who you trusting to cook your meal? Can we talk about that? So, I know Kai want to get in on this. She almost started with her story before we even got into the conversation. So, Kai, I'm going to let you kick it off for us. What happened and who should be allowed to cook and who shouldn't?
Well, I'm going to tell you like this. As far as who should be allowed to cook is definitely me, because I could throw motherfucking down. Because as a weed smoker, shit, let me tell you something. I'm going to make sure everything tastes right, okay? I'm going to make sure things are dripping off bones and things is just going to, you're just going to be very, very nice after you get very, very high. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how my see, I'm about to call it Halloween. That's how my Thanksgiving rolls. My Thanksgiving rolls that I get up crack of dawn in the morning, cook all the food. I cook like 20 motherfuckers is coming and it's just 4 of us in the house. And literally We get down, we eat how we eat. By 12 o'clock, we eating, and by 1 o'clock, I'm smoking again so I can eat again. And then it's just a rotation of smoking and eating, smoking and eating, smoking and eating. And
the cipher is real.
That's Thanksgiving up in here all day. So I don't worry about cooking, but I got to talk about, because as soon as y'all sent us the questions, the first thing I thought about was my mother's one night only Thanksgiving, because that's why I call it one night only, because she literally did it one motherfucking time. And when I tell you it was my mistake, it was letting my boyfriend at the time come to the motherfucking Thanksgiving, because first of all, I was telling him, yo, first of all, my mama mean. She not gonna talk to you. She don't give a fuck about you. Why you think you need to be there? And I want to come. Fine, come through. Now his ass is sitting there. He's American. I'm Panamanian. My whole family Panamanian. Everybody at the table Panamanian. My mama speaking Spanish to everybody at the table, and everybody at the table is following suit. I'm trying to be nice to boyfriend here talking English, and my mama giving me side eye like, why you do? Oh, so you trying to be, word? Oh, because this nigga sitting here, word? Oh, no, this is my house. This is my food. We gonna talk Spanish and fuck him. And because it was fuck him, he kept thinking that they was talking about him. So at the end of the night, he called cussing me out like, yo, why you ain't tell me they was gonna be sitting there talking about me? Why you let them talk about me? I'm looking at him like, bitch, nigga, we didn't even have to come here. We could have went to your house. Your mama food better than my mama food anyway. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, bro. And that was the one I literally, as soon as your questions came, I was like, yo, I gotta tell them about that one night only. I gotta tell them. That was my mistake. I shouldn't even let his Spanish ass sit there. And the moral of the story is, if your clan speak a language and they invite a motherfucker that don't speak your language, either speak the language that he could understand, or tell him he got to get the fuck up and go. Because I don't understand.
Mama broke their ass up.
That happened when I was 16, over that shit. I'm fucking 48. So and as much weed as I smoke, I still remember that. Yes. I still remember
my God. That's
so, yes,
hilarious.
I had to fill y'all in on the one night only Thanksgiving. Yeah.
Yo, that's important though. Because we got a lot of blended families nowadays. So yeah, I can see that shit. That's a problem.
I mean, for real, my mama gave no fucks. Everybody at the table was talking Spanish, and I was trying to speak English, and my mama was like, "Really?
Is that what we doing?
Really, bitch?
You doing that now?"
I was like, "Okay."
You taking this nigga side over the family?
I'm trying to include him. I'm trying to let him know that nobody gives a fuck about him.
Guys, shout out to, if you're listening to this.
Shout out to you, man. Whoever the fuck you is, yo, you took it like a G. But don't do that shit no more, nigga. I know you learned your lesson. You should be telling other people too.
First of all, she never cooked Thanksgiving again. And again, like I said, shit, don't invite motherfuckers if they don't speak the language of your clan. I'm just saying. Just don't do it. Just don't invite
that would be rough for me too. Shit, I ain't gonna lie. I'd be like, what the fuck is they saying? I'd have got the fuck up. Where the TV at? Where football? Fuck it. You know, I can understand that. Even if it's in Spanish, goddammit, I can follow.
I mean, we talk about the times before cell phones, so it's not like he could have pulled out his phone and hit Google like translate, bitch. What they saying? They talking about me? They talking about me, bitch? Bitch, Siri, tell me. Are they talking about me? No,
what the fuck they saying,
that
Siri?
was a long time ago. We talking about the 80s. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That was long before the cell phone shit.
So, Ron, what about you? So, what's going to happen on Thanksgiving? Who's cooking?
I'm cooking.
Ron, I think she's
Ron.
She gonna take this motherfucker over.
I'm cooking. I just told you I'm cooking. You said Ron. I'm sorry. I'm gonna just shut the fuck up and let Ron talk.
No, you need to get on over here with your cooking ass, because ain't nothing going on over here. I'm stuck in Atlanta. I ain't going to the crib.
Ron soliciting. Shit, hey, I'm taking y'all. Come on. If you can cook, bring your ass on.
I'm telling you.
Right. So you no family, nowhere you could go?
No, I mean, I got fam. They all doing their thing, but I might skip out on. I might just pass. I like doing drive-bys, grab my plate, and go about my business. I'm usually when I'm in South Florida, my one of my big sisters. You know, I'm the youngest of 12, so
goddamn,
I got 9 big sisters, and all of them could burn. So I just I'm house to house and collecting plates.
That's right.
But I have my nieces and nephews telling me they miss me last night. They trying to tempt me to drive down there, so I don't know. They don't respect the coronavirus down there. They throwing block parties and shit in the hood. I don't know. I might just
block parties
pass by and just wait, crack the window.
No, but that's true though. A friend of mine that lives in Florida, she
shit.
told me that the strip clubs was open. I was like, the strip clubs? You said?
Man, hell yeah.
So they stripping with
They wide
masks?
open. Man, they stripping butt naked. Ain't nothing. They don't care about no coronavirus.
Oh,
I can't. I think that's too far.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I mean, when she says strip clubs, I was like, strip clubs? Who paying to go? I can't.
And Atlanta even worse.
See.
Yeah, Atlanta like strip capital and shit.
I just
A lot of
can't,
motherfuckers
folks.
hurting if the strip clubs close.
Yeah, the strip clubs in Miami gonna be serving Thanksgiving dinner, so you might well.
Shut up.
We'll talk. Real deal. That's how we do.
Get your turkey and titties all in the same place.
Turkey and titties.
Turkey and titties
Turkey
all
and
in the same
titties.
place.
Turkey and titties.
You know?
Turkey and titties. I'm just saying. I'm full. Thanks. I'm full.
Exactly.
D's about it. D's about it.
I'm on the fence.
Turkey and titties.
I'm on the fence.
You on the fence?
Hey, man.
Nah, man.
No, for me.
I keep my ass in the crib.
Yeah,
I don't even do strip clubs, so like, I
I'm
never have
particular
really.
in this
Nobody
area.
don't
I'm
feel like that.
particular. Right up in
So-
here, I'm a particular person. Yes.
Yeah, so Ron like, man, I'm not fucking with them. I'm just gonna we just gonna keep it moving, huh, Ron?
Yeah, I ain't doing nothing. I missed my 50th birthday, so I ain't get to do it big. So I'll turn 50 next year, and I'll wait for next year Thanksgiving.
Yeah, 2020 don't count.
Yeah, it
It
don't.
don't count at all.
A lot of people have been saying that we just going to put
Do
2020 as the number 13. We just going to skip from 12 to 14, 2019 to 2021.
Exactly.
Like, it didn't even happen. Like, if you
Yeah,
talk
exactly.
about it, it's legal. Like, you go to jail.
Yeah, I was supposed to smoke my first joint at 50. That's going to have to wait, too.
Are you serious?
Oh shit, she damn near had a heart attack over there. God damn near had a heart attack. Oh
You
my
want your
god.
first what at when and you're waiting for what? I can't hear you. I can't.
Hey, man, that was the plan my entire life. That's how it went down.
What? But I still
I'm
confused.
mad at you.
Wait.
I know. And I'm an island boy.
No, but you waiting to do what though?
Which is
I'll
that's
wait till
surprising. Because you are from the islands, right?
And
Actually, I'm from Panama, but the fact is, I grew up in New York and in Brooklyn, Flapper, so I've grown up around Panamanians, Jamaicans, so there are a couple of accents stuck in here. But I'm trying to understand the philosophy he is telling me. He's waiting to smoke what, where, how? No, explain that slow.
Real slow.
Explain it slow.
Gotta throw more drugs than a little bit.
I mean, but no, weed is not a drug. Weed, okay.
Hey, it was a drug when they were charging me with it. So.
Oh yes, that's true.
I don't know what they call it now.
You're right. That's true.
It was dope back then. So shit.
You're right.
I'm not anti. My daughter smoked more weed than Bob Marley. You know, I was surprised. Both of my sons, they burning. So. You know, it's a family thing. I'm not anti. I'm just, I just like a certain vibe. But now I'm 50. Who gives a fuck?
I feel you.
God.
That's what's up. Well, here's the 50 next year with Ron. We're gonna light up for sure.
Yeah, we're gonna fire up, man.
Yeah, we'll keep lighting for Ron until then. We'll saying? We'll hold the fort down,
Hold it down.
No, we will hold the fort down. We will,
hold it down. If Kai ass end up in Atlanta cooking for you, you gonna blaze.
You know what I'm talking about? Bring her cooking ass on. Bring a joint. Yep. You might blaze. Bring the joint. You might get
joint. He said, "Bring your cooking ass on." Bring my cooking ass on.
Oh, and I'm gonna need a joint. My sorry ass Cowboys gonna be on TV. So shit. I might have to smoke.
Yeah, we ain't even gonna talk about that. No, we don't do that here, Ron. We don't do that in the urban green room. You know that.
I might need to go up. Yeah.
It could be worse.
I'm gonna cut your feed off, nigga. Mention Cowboys again.
You could be stuck watching the Lions.
Nigga, I'm gonna cut your feed.
No,
that bullshit.
I watched them today.
It could be worse. You could be watching the Lions.
They won today.
Yeah,
we don't give a fuck about them either. Listen, let's get back to the cooking. Goddamn.
Okay. So I cook. So in my family. I'm the oldest granddaughter on my mom's side. Okay. So by default, I cooks like I'm an 82-year-old grandmother. Mm-hmm. There is nothing I can't cook. So I throw down. And it's only 4 of us in the house right now.
Shit.
So I'm surrounded by my grown sons and D, and I'm cooking for us. So cooking is not an issue. And where it's never an issue. Ron, if I could, I would bring you 2 plates. That's just how much fucking food is going to be here. Because I don't limit that.
For that nigga to have 5 plates.
I don't limit that. Like, I've always cooked with anticipating that we would have other people over. The boys would have friends who couldn't go home. Right. They would come over, cook. I cook. I bake. I cook. I do all that shit. Mm-hmm. So we're fine here. I'm worried about my peoples back in New York.
I ain't worried about them niggas.
Listen, this is fun. This is the fun shit. Because
we ain't worried about them niggas.
My grandmother is too old to cook now. And there's only certain people who know them recipes.
Man, shout out to Granny. Goddamn, because you taught a good one here, Granny.
All the grandmothers who have taught their grandchildren and children how to cook. So my concern is, Lord, please don't let my mama cook. You talk about your mama. Don't let my mama cook y'all nobody's holiday dinner. And I'm saying that in a nice way. Now, don't get me wrong. My mother cooks.
Nah.
Just not average shit. So if you want some mufu, if you want any kind of African dish, if you want, I don't know, if you like your lima beans to be
red,
orange or red, my mama got you. If you want your chicken,
please keep her out the kitchen.
A little, I don't know. What was the color of that last chicken?
Fuck if I know. I wasn't looking at it. I wasn't going to look at it.
Whatever it was,
I know better.
The spices she used make her stuff different. Now,
she thinks she's from Africa.
My mom,
Hey, no.
So
Thanksgiving is you off. You off. You take the day off. That's automatic. You take the day off, lady. No. Don't go nowhere near the kitchen. Don't go nowhere near the kitchen.
Listen,
you gonna fuck up the traditions, nigga. You gonna fuck it up.
Don't do it. My mother would be like, I'm making cabbage. We all would go green cabbage, right? My mother would show up with the purple cabbage. And not that it's a difference, but when I'm thinking, cabbage.
Now there's a difference.
I'm thinking green, not purple.
There's a difference because if you bring in purple fucking cabbage, when you said you was just bringing cabbage, you know that shit ain't cooked right. You know it ain't. You know it ain't. It ain't gonna be nothing like Granny's cabbage. That shit was probably hard and crunchy and shit. No, that's not cabbage to me. That's different.
So I pray my mama
crunchy like a fucking salad or some shit.
Nobody's anything.
It's tacos.
She'll fuck that up.
There's so many. There's levels. There's levels, and because I grew up in the household, my mom makes the best eggplant parmesan. My mom can throw down some African dishes, hands down.
Shit that people really don't eat. Like,
yeah.
That's what I'm hearing.
Taste.
That's exactly what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Quiche and shit. She'll make a quiche like a motherfucker. Like, what the fuck?
But your turkey,
don't do it.
Your greens.
That is not what's up. Don't be nice.
Macaroni
You ain't got to be nice here. Hold on. They trying to be nice and shit. That is not what's up.
I love me some quiche. I love me some eggplant parmesan.
No, that's
I love quiche.
What the fuck? I don't do the egg parmesan shit now. We ain't.
Yeah, I don't do the egg parmesan.
I ain't doing that.
Eggplant parmesan is good.
I ain't doing that. I ain't doing it.
But that is one person who should not be allowed to cook nobody's holiday anything.
She'll fuck around and get banned.
That's what it sound like. That's what it sound like.
She shouldn't cook Sunday dinner. She shouldn't cook Sunday dinner. That's what it sound like. So that's just me. That's just me.
Shit, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, nigga.
I'm also, wait a minute, D. Hold up, D. I'm also concerned about your mama.
Hey, leave my mama out your mouth.
So, no. One,
Keep my mama out your mouth, girl.
One, she by herself. But I gotta tell this story.
You be lying and shit, man. My mama ain't never did no shit like this growing up.
Listen, this is how I knew his mother could never cook nothing for me.
Here we go with the bullshit.
Nothing for me. So
the fuckery is coming, y'all. The fuckery is coming.
We got two mamas who should never cook shit for me, right? So look, I'm at Dee's house. I'm living there because I just had our baby, our youngest son. I moved in with his parents while he was still finishing up school. Mm-hmm. His mother was cooking a ham. I saw the ham out and I said, okay, she going to work. She was a nurse. She went, the ham is cooking. I'm like, so what the hell is in this big old stock pot? It's been boiling for hours, right? His dad said, that's the ham. Listen, this is how he said it. That's the ham.
Like a motherfucker, man.
And I said, what? Like, it's not in the oven. I don't need to baste it. I don't need to make a crumb to put on top of it to caramelize that shit. He said, it's boiling. His mom boiled the ham. Wait a minute. Then I lift the lid up. Y'all. She had,
oh my God,
2 whole bell peppers in there and a whole onion. So we had a green bell pepper, a red bell pepper, and a whole onion boiling with the ham. I said, oh, hell no. So I looked at his dad and I said, Dad, you want me to go get a new ham and cook you a real ham dinner? And he said, I would love for you to, but your mama gonna be upset if you cook for me. Because they already know I'm the cook. I throw down. His mama, Dee's mama, so my mama's food just be different colors. You keep saying it like that. My mother's food just be different colors. His mother boiled a spiral ham.
You a lie.
In water. Boiled it.
You a lie.
For 8 hours.
You done lying.
It was 8 hours. I was like, shit, it was already dead when she got it. What the fuck is she doing for 8 hours with this ham? And you get it out and it was all gray.
Girl, I can't tell. I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't eat pork, so naturally the whole story is making me very, very sick. What?
Yeah, I do.
I'm saying
and the whole story is good ham.
The whole story is making me
she
very,
fucked
very
up a good
sick.
ham.
I don't eat pork, so I'm just like, wait, no, this is already starting off bad. No.
My sister's particular. I eat everything, even booty hole. What it do? Can we talk about that now?
And this is where me and her differ.
We done went there.
Because my particular taste buds can't do them thing there. No!
Listen. So we surrounded.
Oh Lord.
We're surrounded
But,
by.
I mean, no, I will look my king dead in the face and say, baby, I love you to death, but if you ever try to make me do that, you might die. I mean,
Lord.
you might die. You'll be responsible for your death. I don't know why.
I told y'all they was live. I told y'all they was live.
So,
So,
All right, so you saying my mama can't cook for Thanksgiving either?
yeah,
your mama can't cook.
I agree with that part.
Yeah,
They
that's
come
Your
to my
mama
house.
can't cook shit
like an
either.
indication.
That's the definite indication that your mama can't cook shit either.
Has
Listen.
nothing to do with
Brian, you
anything.
believe that story,
Based
man.
on the
I'm
fact
sure.
that I
You
don't
believe
eat
that
pork,
shit.
I wouldn't have asked
That
her
shit
to
don't
cook
even
nothing
sound
for me
right, do it?
how. I don't eat pork,
Right.
so we wouldn't have been vibing no how.
she was the first house that I had been at, literally. Okay, bell peppers are naturally watery. They're water based, right?
Mm-hmm.
I had never seen anybody freeze bell peppers.
What?
Your mother freezes bell peppers.
You know black folks try to freeze everything.
Listen,
To
no, you
preserve.
don't. No, you don't. Because listen.
Okay.
You can reach in your pockets. You can reach in the car change thing. You can reach at the bottom of your purse and come up with 79 cents for a fucking
Not
green
all the
pepper.
time.
There is never a
Listen,
need
man, just because you
to
grew
freeze
up, just because
green
you grew
peppers.
up in a different household than mine, nigga, we was broke. We froze every goddamn thing. If it ain't get eaten, nigga, I'd have to put my
mama
goddamn
ain't
plate in the freezer.
broke now. Your mama ain't broke now. We
That's a
get
real
some
thing.
fresh bell peppers.
It's a habit.
Listen, it's a lot of with his mama when it come to cooking. It's a lot of Like I'm used to doing that to my mama, but I see another black woman. I'm not expecting her to so I got two black mamas where I'd be like, no, I'm not hungry. What you cook?
And never
You
come
ain't
to
shit
my
for
house
lying on my
with a
mama.
plate of shit you made at your house, and never try to make nothing at my house, please. Let's be cool.
Nah, she won't let her in the
I'm just saying,
kitchen.
I don't want to have to
She-
cuss you out or put you out of the house. I'm just saying, because then I got to explain why I put you out of the house.
Listen, I think my mama is the only black person who actually cooks fish with flour. When she fry fish, she fry it with flour.
Oh, it's not a like beer batter or nothing,
No.
or just cornmeal.
Wheat flour.
Oh,
Oh, okay,
So,
that's like gourmet
listen,
shit.
So Thanksgiving
That's not
is
gourmet.
Wheat flour
that is not gourmet
It's
shit.
not
Wheat flour
happening.
is a little healthier.
You're gonna have to go somewhere with your positivity.
I get it.
Because that is not gourmet shit. That's nasty shit.
That's all I'm saying. The two mamas are not allowed to cook. So we got cooking. I don't care what D say. True story. If his dad was around, I'd call his dad and he will tell you my wife boils the ham. End of the story. End of the story.
I ain't
And
arguing
then
with you.
from that night on, no joke, from that night on, I cooked. I would tell her, I'm still on maternity leave. I got you. You go to work. I will cook dinner. And from that night on, for about a good, 6 months almost? No, I don't even think it was 6 months.
It was like 3.
3 months. His dad ate like a king. No joke. His father was like, it smells good in here.
She almost broke their ass up. Now my parents was married.
Oh, shit.
My parents is married for 40-something years, 44 years, 45 years. She damn near broke them up. She damn near broke their ass up that year.
Oh, yeah. His mom was hot. She was like, you don't never say that when I make it. I was like, would you like the recipe? I don't know what to tell you. But I couldn't take that you was going to boil some shit that shouldn't have been boiled again.
I'm just saying the shade of it all. She was catching all the
Right.
shade. Like, wait a minute.
Right.
Wait a minute.
So I throws down.
That's right.
You ain't shit for talking about my mama.
Well, did you teach her how to cook something? I'm just saying. Did
my
she
mama,
want to learn?
nah, she ain't want to learn.
She don't want to learn. You can't have two grown ass women in the kitchen.
She's like, fuck poop.
You can't.
That's true.
You can't. And
That's true.
It's her house. She cook how she want. I don't live there with them. So you have at it. If he like it, I love it. I ain't got to eat it. That's how I see it. So.
Tesla or the ring is a toss up. Lame trying to buy fame, what it costs you. Get money, stack change, they'll prosper. Pay the cost to be the boss.
So if COVID has fucked up who's cooking, like we talked about who shouldn't cook. We all know somebody who shouldn't cook. Who's playing spades? Because if your spade partner or favorite game partner is not there, like if your dominoes team ain't there, you gonna let somebody else sit down and play dominoes with you? If your favorite cousin that rolled the best blunts ain't there, like who the hell you doing that with? Who you vibing with? You got the corny cousins or the crazy aunt coming over? Who's gonna sit in and hang out with you? Let's talk about that, because again, not everybody can travel. Not everybody is in your household. Like, what y'all gonna do? It's gonna be a quick Thanksgiving, because Thanksgiving usually start from 11 to 11. and that was the party. And shit, I'm seeing 11 to 1. I'm seeing 11 to 1. I know. Listen, I got 2 cousins I don't want to play cards with. Ever. One, because they don't know how to play. 2, one reneges all the time, and we always lose our books. Fuck her. No names. Fuck her. Because then I always gotta figure it out again. I don't want to play with them. That's the kid table. You go play Goldfish or Crazy Eights. I don't want to play with your ass. Don't sit at the spades table, because I be feeling like I gotta shank you after the game. I feel like I gotta cut you or some shit. I know. So I know that would happen to me if we were around our family right now. Like, I feel like I would be stuck with the people who can't play shit. So what about you, Kai? Or you, Ruby?
I mean, we actually have a good Thanksgiving plan coming up, because we're going to do like a queen, we call it Queensgiving. It's just going to be us, all of us getting together, just friends and family getting together, and we're going to all, I'm going to cook, everybody's going to cook and bring something, and I already know that this one can cook, so I ain't worried about her meal. And so everybody that's cooking is supposed to bring something, and you know what I'm saying?
Have you tried everybody's cooking?
I found out about was when she told me that one of our friends was coming. She has a dog. I was like, yes, make sure to tell her that she can't bring her dog to my house, because we not doing that.
Communication is good. I'm saying?
But other than that, yes, we try to do a nice little Queensgiving where we just getting together and we just going to make it our own family. You know what I'm saying? And as far as games, shoot, I mean, I think the only game we're going to be playing is who can roll faster. The fuck? Who can roll faster? I mean, it was really good.
Yeah, exactly. I don't celebrate holidays at all, but I'm very sensitive to what's important to my family and those that I love. My kids love that shit. Why? Because they're influenced by society. Also, my queen here, Thanksgiving is her favorite holiday. You feel me? And just because I feel some type of way about it doesn't mean that I can't reap the benefits of the blessings that it can bring, which is some bomb-ass food and everybody in a good-ass mood, hopefully.
There you go.
Yeah, so that's what it's always been for us.
Part of it. And my kids are... They absolutely love the holidays. They get so wrapped up in it. And as much as I try, it's like, fuck your conspiracy theories, Rue. It's like, what's up with it? And like she said, I do enjoy cooking, and a lot of motherfuckers are going to be missing me this holiday season.
I heard that.
Yeah.
So Ryan, what's up? What are your family members, or what are you going to miss out on? I think Ron having more technical difficulties.
It could be. You there, Ron? Ron ain't missing out on shit because he said he just do drive-bys anyway. He like, fuck it. Shit, I ain't fucking with you niggas because I know y'all ain't sanitary. Just give me my shit, let me go. I think that's where Ron at with the shit.
Literally, Ron said, yo, I'm going to come pick up a plate and
so what about you, D?
What about me?
What about you?
Hang out with this COVID out here. I'm just getting my plate and I'm gone.
Right,
Mm-hmm.
right. I'm gonna miss out on the fuckery, man. That's my favorite part of like any black get together. I mean, whether it's holidays, fucking family reunions, what's another thing we don't fucking do no more. But yeah, because there's always some bullshit. Some bullshit is going to go down, and I'm gonna be sitting back, cracking the fuck up. That's what I enjoy most about any black get together.
Right.
Thanksgiving, Christmas, nigga, 4th of July, all of it. Because everybody's got those relatives. Everybody's got them. That you know from the minute they show the fuck up till you kick their ass out or they get their asses kicked, it's gonna be some shit. And I used to love that shit. Even as a little kid, that was my favorite part of the holidays. And I just sit there, I'll instigate shit, and then I'll sit back like, oh, what you gonna do? That motherfuckers arguing shit. So I'm gonna miss the liveliness of it, the fuckery, because our families they fucking crazy.
Yeah.
They're crazy. Everybody got that weird ass uncle and the loud ass aunt that don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Everybody got them, and I love to see them coming. Everybody start murmuring and shit. Oh, this motherfucker came in. I can't stand this bitch. Why she? Fucking Uncle Earl, that nigga, he better not be trying to touch me. Like, yeah, everybody got their little shit. Everybody got their little shit, man, and their families,
you all
man.
Grown up now,
and it's all funny. Yeah, so yeah, niggas. You know, I'm gonna miss all the fun shit that happened where niggas get to arguing and shit, and during the card games too, because it's gonna be a fight. It's gonna be an argument. I'm gonna miss that shit though.
That's hilarious.
I mean, you good still, because Mama about to throw it down.
Actually, one of the main reasons why I started cooking Thanksgiving for myself, and even when it's just me, I make the whole big meal because again, my mother only cooked Thanksgiving one time, and every other time I was always going to other people's houses. And then, of course, when you go to other people's houses and you keep going to other people's houses, you get that name, which is freeloader. You know what I'm saying? And then at some point, you like, you know what? Fuck that. I ain't gonna be no freeloader. I'm gonna make my own meal. And then once you start making your own meal, you like, nah, I ain't got to go to nobody motherfucking house. The fuck out of here. Go where? Do what? No, I'm right here. My food right here. I ain't shit. I'm gonna be full and smoking, because in my house, it's a smoker house. It's a 420. It's 420 friendly around here. Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got to go to your stuck-up house and you acting like I can't smoke in the back or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You getting mad because I come back smelling like pine cones. Don't be mad at me because I'm coming back smelling like pine cones. No, for all that, I'll be in my motherfucking house smelling like pine cones.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's a fuck you.
I love that shit.
So, I guess because, like, we still in COVID. Like, it's been almost a year since they announced that this was an issue, right? I guess moving from Thanksgiving to Christmas, like, what do you guys hope happens with COVID so that we're done? We're over it. We're done. Do we still want to be around family members, or are we just content with our little circles right now?
I think most niggas is doing whatever the fuck they want to do, really.
Exactly.
Like,
exactly. Because
I mean, from what I can tell, niggas is, they starting to move like everything straight. Like, they was talking about, I heard them talking about the travel shit, for Thanksgiving. It's a lot of motherfuckers that's traveling, so they said fuck it. I think most people giving up, they waiting on the goddamn shot, wherever the fuck it is. What's it called? I don't know what you call that shit.
I don't know. I'm gonna say N19.
The cure, whatever the fuck it is. I think most people waiting on that shit, and they just saying fuck it. If I get it, I get it. I'm gonna keep my ass right here.
I think it's an economic situation. I think we're looking at, in terms of economics, we're looking at big businesses making all the money. Fuck the small businesses and the mom and pop shops, right? We're talking from a financial standpoint. Also, whatever is happening, just a state of hysteria amongst people that just cannot deal with the trauma of not only this pandemic or this unknown, right? Mm-hmm. And then these false promises from politicians, and I don't really want to get political. That's not really what I'm here to do, but it's what I see COVID-19, whatever this is, being is just what the HIV pandemic was, when they were scared about that, what was going on that. And I would remember being very young, but knowing like, hey, something doesn't feel right here. There's a hysteria, and yeah, people are dying, but I don't think it's the way that they're saying. And I don't think that this little piece of fabric over my mouth is really going to save me if we're really talking about a deadly disease that's going on. What's going on? And because people don't have answers, that's what scares me the most. And what scares me is seeing how people are treating each other. The selfishness that I've seen, but I can't dwell on that. I have to dwell on what's a solution. I'm a solution-based thinker, and I'm like, okay, well, what can we do? How can what organizations are out there doing their thing and really helping people? And this is actually just a shift. And we're all just shifting. It's like, what side are you on? It's an economic shift. It's a spiritual shift. It's more than just this unknown substance that we have no control over. So no, I'm blessed. Thank God I'm blessed to have my mom fly in last night. I didn't have shit to do with that. My sister paid for her flight out here. But I'm blessed because motherfuckers are not flying. They're in fear. But you know what? I could fucking die at any minute. I don't know. What the fuck are we gonna do?
See, I think what the mindset right now is that I understand what's going on. I understand what's going on. But at the same time, do I want to live a paranoid life? Do I want to walk around and feel paranoia? Do I want to encourage paranoia around me? And just like she said, I've seen people just because of paranoia just really do some extra ass shit, and it's like your paranoia is just ridiculous. I mean, it's to the point where, you know what I mean, you expect me to hold the same level of paranoia that you're holding, and it's not going to happen.
Fuck that.
Because that paranoia it turns into depression, and then and depression turns into
helplessness,
people trying to kill themselves, and all these new stresses that we got to go through with, remote school learning and working from home and just, you know what I'm saying, just trying to have kids around you and having them be positive amongst all this fuck shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a whole hell of a lot. So I can understand a motherfucker getting on a flight and saying, yo, I'm gonna get on the flight and I'm gonna mask up and do all the rules and follow all the rules, but I'm gonna go and live my life, because at the end of the day, why am I holding myself in a state where I'm letting society and this new mindset, this new fuck shit mindset take over how I feel about myself and how I'm gonna conduct my life? Like that's not cool. Like perfect example, right. Yo, we talked about it on one of our episodes where I was in the weed store and literally there was a chick standing behind another chick and they're both wearing masks. Both of them got masks on, but one of them is talking on her phone. And the chick in front of her got mad and turned to her and was like, "Yo, shut up! You talking behind me and it's annoying me." And it's like, bitch, you ain't feeling spit hitting the back of your neck. She got a mask on. We in a weed store. We gotta have a mask on. So why the fuck is your paranoia about her being on the phone while wearing her fucking mask? Why is that bothering you?
Irrational.
So that's right. And you know what I mean. To me, that shit was that whole fucking thought process. To me, it's like this whole fucking thing that's going on. Yes, I believe it's real, but it's also making everybody paranoid, and the levels of paranoia are different with others, and some of them, and some people, the levels are so strong that they fucking use it. They want to fucking use it against other motherfuckers, and that's where you get fucked up and cuss the fuck out in these streets. Because I'm just saying, you bump into the wrong motherfucker, you getting cussed out in these streets over that.
We can hear you. Go ahead, jump in.
If I felt like somebody was endangering my life, my health, I would literally fuck somebody up. So me personally, with people that like are offended by my level of, you call it paranoia or whatever people want to call it. At the end of the day, I want to be here on the other side. And all this shit is temporary. At the end of the day, it's inconvenient. At the end of the day, my bills paid. As long as at the end, on the other side, whether it's a year from now, 6 months from now, I ain't lose no loved ones, no family, whatever. This is something that we don't understand. There is literally shit. We only got 10% of our brain power. This is shit we literally know nothing about, but we're expected to condone ourselves like we know exactly what's going on. At the end of the day, everybody's level of paranoia should be respected. At the end of the day, the Bible say if you don't eat pork, that don't mean you get to judge somebody else's strength or their faith. At the end of the day, this shit is real. Everybody ain't walking around. That lady that was offended, she might have a heart condition, a lung condition. She might be, have a young kid at home who she's scared for. At the end of the day, I know it's frustrating. I sat in the house literally and ordered groceries and shit like that for 8 months straight myself. And I ain't dead. At the end of the day, I ain't mad. It's temporary. It's not like forever. It's temporary. Whatever we have to do to look out for each other. Like we done got contaminated to the point where all we give a fuck about is ourselves. That's crazy. I mean, everybody ain't built the same. Everybody ain't built to survive this kind of shit. At the end of the day, there are like literally damn near 250,000 people dead in this country alone. That's real. And if you acknowledge that it's real, that means we ain't got no power over it. We ain't got no control over it. We can all walk outside tomorrow and catch a cold. We don't have no power over viruses and no shit like that to know that, okay, science says you can minimize it by wearing masks and being socially distanced. At the end of the day, all you gotta do is try to respect each other's space. And that's gonna cause friction everywhere. But just the people that don't want to wear masks ain't the baddest bitches on earth. Just because you don't want to wear a mask, that don't mean somebody in fear of you. Motherfuckers walking around with attitudes like they the baddest motherfuckers on earth because they have a right to not respect a virus that nobody can control. I'm not pussy. At the end of the day, none of us have to live like we don't know no better. At the end of the day, that's all it is. So it's going to always be friction between people that have a healthy respect, of a level of respect, and for some people that just don't give a fuck. And if you don't give a fuck, that's fine. Hopefully, I don't get you sick and you don't get me sick. But it's crazy. It's the same mindset. I've run into the same conversation when it comes to faith and religion. And for me, at the end of the day, I ain't never laid my eyes on Jesus Christ, but on Judgment Day, I'd rather be standing there and have God tell me I'm.
No, Ryan, you cut out.
Man, goddamn.
You know, I'm gonna do anyway.
There you go.
Saying so. I mean, I ain't here. You know, I ain't really like you know, here to judge somebody else's
that's
of their opinion when it comes to this. But at the end of the day, I mean, if it's real, it's real. At the end of the day, we don't got no power. I'm not smart enough to know what to do. I'm walking around here spraying Lysol on and all kind of. I mean, you know, this shit crazy.
Exactly. And,
that's a good segue. That's actually a good point.
All of us are absolutely doing stuff like that. You know what I mean? And you know, but and of course, when I'm telling the story, wasn't that I didn't. It just seemed to. It's just I was playing back to the point where Ruby said that. Real talk, because of this unknown, because of what is going on, we are treating each other certain kind of ways, and instead of thinking the human factor, we just we doing some extra ass behavior behind it. You know what I mean? And it's like just like you said, we don't have enough information to act extra. I just feel like we just don't have enough information to act extra against each other. You know what I mean?
Right.
Right. Like I said, where we live at, she drives, so you know what I'm saying. So I walk, and I can tell you, I could walk a good 15-20 minutes without bumping into a person. So. And so at the same time, I'm looking at one thing, and then and in that situation, I'm looking at it like, yo, we already in the store, and she's already covered up. So her having a conversation that had nothing to do with the person in front of her, and there wasn't enough space between them, so it was like, why did you paranoid and just turn around and just kind of made this scene? You know what I mean? It just seemed like. Just like I said, on a level of, some levels of paranoia to me seem like they go way too far. Like you know what I mean? We gotta be human in this. We gotta remember that, yes, we don't know everything about
what were you
this,
gonna
so
say?
Let's not, dehumanize each other over this shit.
Yeah.
I wanna touch on that point, because you got
people that's telling us to be the same people that's telling us
we're tying into a thought that I wanted to make, as far as bringing our families back together. So you got two separate sides, because everybody is different. Everybody might think it is differently. So how do we handle that within our families? You know what I mean? Because, let's face it, Black families do look forward to, whether you celebrate holidays or not, the gathering piece. A lot of people look forward to the gathering piece of certain holidays or certain times a year. But we got this COVID shit happening, and now you got, you kind of separating families, and you got half a family thinking like, well, fuck that. We should still get together because, this is what the fuck we do. We shouldn't let this shit paralyze us. Whatever, you got that end of it. But then you got the other side where people are more cautious and saying, you know what? Nah, well, we ain't fucking with this shit. And y'all go on about y'all business. And, more power to you. So how do you deal with that friction within families? You know what I mean? Where if you the person that have to turn down an invitation, how do you do that tactfully? Or how do you respect somebody's decision not to come? What's that?
At the end of the day, if it's family, it shouldn't be friction. You know what I'm saying? Family respect each other, where they at and where they coming from. For me, I got a nephew. He here, dealing the little poker games, the little house games around Atlanta. He hit me up every week, like, come play. And I'm like, nigga, you crazy. Like, the poker game done got shut down twice because the dealers and everybody else, they in there smoking and playing cards or whatever. They all done came down with that shit. Two of them still in the hospital from, July, August. For me, I drove down to Florida for my nephew for my cousin and my aunt funeral on 4th of July. And I went straight to my hotel, like all my family, like 2-3 minutes away. And I told them I ain't in no rush to come like see y'all. And then, like I said, when I went to my hood, they block part, all the stores, they got to wear masks, but you go on the block, they smoking and coughing and everything in each other's face, and they don't give a fuck. But here it is, you got 40-year-old niggas and females catching heart attacks and strokes. Like that shit is just crazy. It's real. So for me, my family, I ain't going down there, probably most likely. But I know, like, my sister's house, where it's gonna be pretty much headquarters. Pretty much everybody gonna come through, and they probably don't hang around. You know, everybody gonna come and see each other. Because I've had a niece that worked for Broward County Jail. She done had it. I got 2 nieces that work for the post office. Both of them done had it. And so then I got a couple of nieces that's pregnant, and I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do, but they know. I might. If I'm down there, I'm gonna go and see who I see, but I ain't gonna stay.
And see, I think that's where I'm at, Ron, because I have health conditions that if you sneeze on me, it will mutate and become something new. It just does. That's just how my immune system works. So for me, you do need to mask up for me. You, like, if I go somewhere, I do want to be around people who have on masks. In my 9 to 5, I have to visit my clients. And just last week, I showed up, right? I'm masked up. It's a room full of money makers, and they don't have on masks. And they were like, oh, so you can take off your mask. And I'm like, no, I can't, because, like, this is my comfort level. So y'all do you. I'm going to talk, say my piece, you know, why we here for the meeting today, give you my recommendations, and then we go about our day. I have to respect somebody's right not to mask up. Is it what I want them to do? Hell no. Because in reality, I do think that, and if we follow the science and we all masked up and we're confined under the right conditions, and by that I mean the government would have had to step in and support. Like every other country got support when they were, you know, on their shutdown. Didn't impact the economy as bad as they thought. People still had to purchase food. People still paid their bills. You know, life went on. We just didn't go outside to have that life happen. If we had followed those types of regimens during those constraining times, we probably wouldn't be as badly infected in this country as we are, or possibly not have lost as many lives as we have. Like, so with that being said, when it comes to family, I do the same thing. My boys don't. Social distancing with them, I doubt happens. I just do. I know they've been at the bars. They've been hanging out with friends from everywhere. But when they come back here, they know, like, if you catch something and you give it to me, like, this is the risk that you're putting me under. So it's not, you know, and I'm going to respect your piece to be and do what you need to do. Like, this living arrangement is temporary. I get it. But if I get it, there's a good chance that I will not be one of those individuals that come out of this in 2 weeks. Like, I just won't. It won't be a 2-week standby. It'll probably be me in the hospital fighting for my life. And I always have to go back to, is that something that you want, you know, for me to endure? Can you see that? So hopefully when they're out there, they're masked up. Even family that come and visit, which there ain't none, because we live just far enough away that you better call first. Because shit, yeah, you got to figure out where we live, right?
Facts.
Right.
So, but if they did, there would be, for me, a quarantine period, or you had to have a negative test result before you visit me, only because my immune system, as strong as I like to think it is not. Literally. It literally, if you sneeze on me, it will mutate. I can't even imagine what COVID-19 would do to me. We'd be on COVID-21 with me. That's just how it would go. So, you know, for me, the mask is a necessity accessory right now for everybody.
I ain't put no mask on.
And I absolutely agree with that. You know what I mean? If it's, if it's something that, I don't really go around anybody that I haven't been around on a regular basis. Like me and her been around each other since even before COVID. You know what I'm saying? So passing the L to her is really no big deal to me. And you know what I mean? But and honestly, because my family is who lives with me is my kids. That's who's gonna be eating my food anyway. You know what I'm saying? My mother lives in Panama, and she would never come to my house for Thanksgiving, no how, because she'd be trying to tell me to stop smoking, and I'd be like, well, look here. Every room is a smoke room in this house. I don't understand. So yeah.
Yeah.
But
so
it sounds like most of us is just.
And then the thing is, my daughter, she just came back. She actually just went to Panama, and she's 23 and she does what she wants, and I assume she masked up. I know she masked up on the plane, so I'm assuming she was masked up in Panama.
Well,
you know what I mean?
It's also good to know that you are aware of your immune system, and maybe I'm sure you've already explored ways to up and boost that, and what have you.
No, Ruby, you're right. I'm fragile. So this is the thing. Fragile. I'm aware of that. Like you said, I'm aware of that with me. So I do take the necessary precautions. And it's not just hand sanitizer and washing my hand and wearing a mask. Like, there's some supplements that go into play here, and me making sure that my living conditions are conducive to what I'm trying to combat. And now we coming up on COVID, flu, and cold season. I'm going to catch 2 of those. Which 2 is just a matter of when. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And that's how I look at it. But that can't stop. That doesn't stop the hustle.
Right.
Like I still got to work. There's nothing that's going to mess up my money flow.
Get out there and make me my money.
So with that being said, I'm going to take those chances on my own terms. So even with the example of me meeting with those money makers, literally was, and they stayed 6 feet, and I was very firm about that. So imagine that, me in a room full of white men, and I'm like, yeah, y'all need to back up 6 feet, and we can have this conversation. So we in an enclosed conference room. We had 6 feet. They were on one side of the table. I was on one, and I led that meeting, and it went well. I don't shake hands right now. They understood that. At the end of the day, I think they was impressed. Like, how could they not be? But the point being was, like, I set those boundaries. I don't care if you don't wear a mask, but what we are going to do, you going to get 6 feet away from me, though.
Exactly. And I don't have a problem with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I definitely don't have a problem with that. You know what I mean? Because when I'm walking that, like I said, if and when I bump into somebody, I stay the fuck away from them. You know what I'm saying? And when I walk into an establishment that I know I have to wear a mask, so yeah, throw that motherfucker on right quick. Shit. Real quick. Matter of fact, we got a Motherhood Sex Marijuana mask that's not for sale, but you know what I'm saying? But shit, that's one of the things we do to try to promote the brand, you feel me?
Shit, no, listen. I've been in situations where I'm like, shit, I don't know if you got COVID. I don't know what the fuck you got, but I'm sure you got something. And I'm a double mask up because you look nasty and contagious. like I've been in them situations too where I'm like, one mask ain't gonna save me. I'm gonna put on those other masks because you look nasty. You got something, and I'm gonna catch it.
I mean, so
I'm just saying, don't touch anything that I need to touch. That's all. Just don't touch anything that I need to touch.
Well, I must say,
is anybody here traveling? Not for Thanksgiving, but we don't celebrate Christmas and shit. But there's a lot of people out there who do. What do you guys plan on doing around that time? Like, Christmas, New Year's, all that. We traveling or we sitting our asses down?
Well, I know I'll probably be driving to Florida sometime between Thanksgiving and Christmas. I'll probably be driving. That's about all the traveling I'm gonna do.
Yeah, I'm planning on after Thanksgiving. I'm gonna go check my mom's out, but like I say, we drive there. I'm driving.
Not for the food.
Back to New York though.
Not for the food.
Not for the food.
You know what?
Not for the ham.
Not for the ham.
Ron, don't encourage that shit. Don't encourage that shit, Ron.
You know what? The whole time I said I ain't gonna comment on a nigga mom. You know what? My bad, dog. That might have been some good. You know what?
I think that's the only.
You know what? Last Thanksgiving, we was able to feed all the homeless people in little 5 Points by my restaurant. So I kind of miss being able to do that this year, though.
That's what's up. Yeah, that's too bad. We can't. Yeah, because you can't do no shit like that now.
Well, we even in Michigan,
like that
where we're at right now, they closed down any of those types of activities, which D and I would participate in a few of the like I've cooked a couple hams and a couple turkeys to take down to a few of the mission places so that we could help support and feed, and they won't even allow us to do that now.
Yeah,
it's all fucked up.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But all right. So we got our holiday shit on.
Yeah. So one last question, everyone, because it is the holiday season, and I just want to know, what are you thankful for? Because a lot has happened in 2020, and it ain't all been good. But me and Dee were talking earlier today, and I agree. There's some things that we're definitely thankful for. So I wanted to hear from you guys. What are you thankful about?
Sure. I'm thankful just based on anything good that happened to me. Anything good that brought me joy, that brought me satisfaction, that any goal I accomplished. You know what I mean? The podcast, just the growth of the podcast alone is one of my biggest, I could say is one of my biggest achievements. You know what I mean? Because the fact is I'm definitely a part of the growth of it. You know what I mean? So it's like, so that alone is just, you know what I mean, to keep it going. And then a lot of things, happen personally that, certain things were good, certain things were bad, certain things that needed to happen. You know what I mean? And, so I'm thankful for all of that. I'm absolutely thankful for the Thanksgiving, the Queensgiving that we're going to have. And, I'm just thankful for all the friendships I've gained and everything that involves this podcast. You know what I mean? So it's going to be a great Thanksgiving, a great Queensgiving.
There you go.
That's what's up. What about you, Ruby?
I'm
me?
Yes,
Ruby.
Yes. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for constant self-discovery and the gift to unlearn, relearn habits because it benefits my children. It benefits my wealth and posterity for future generations and I'm grateful to have a healthy mindset.
There you go.
Hey, my immune system could be a lot better as well. And some things that I've just tried doing is some intermittent fasting. It helped me with a lot of some issues that I was having somehow. I don't know how the hell it did. Because I don't care about losing weight. I'm fine just the way I am. But I just felt like I needed to do certain things in my lifestyle, little things, little by little, and also just meditating a lot. But anyways, like I said, I'm grateful for self-discovery because I realize as a parent, just like the ugliest part of me has come out. You feel me? I've always had I got it together type of feel to the world, but becoming a mother, I've seen the ugliest part of me and I've seen the most beautiful part of me. when I believe in balance. And I'm falling in love with myself every day. And I find that as I do that, my people and everyone around me is going to be blessed and enriched, whether it's my energy or what. You know, I'm not for very... I only make money because I got kids, but I could live this happy living on a beach in a tent or in a hut.
She's from California, so this whole
I'm Samoan. You know what
I'm saying? So this whole beach in the thing. I can't.
I sleep on the floor.
Vibe. No,
I can go barefoot. Sorry. I'm like Tarzan, yo.
This is when the bougie Kai shows up and says, "Oh no, I'm so sorry."
She bougie. She is my princess.
I'm gonna need an actual apartment. You know, possibly. You know, maybe 2 bathrooms. No, what?
That's AA.
No,
that's her.
What?
That's definitely AA.
You know, my bitch is bad and bougie.
I don't understand. What the beach? A tent? What? Oh my gosh!
Yeah. She called camping pretending to be homeless, so she don't mess with that.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly what the fuck camping is. Pretending to be homeless.
I don't want to play that game ever. I don't want to play the game. Some people get stuck.
I don't want to play that
different
game.
Circumstances, but they get stuck.
Our women are bad and bougie, aren't they?
They bad and bougie.
Brian, what about you? What are you thankful for?
I mean, and then see, the thing is, I'm from New York, and one of the things I used to, I don't know if people still do it, I'm assuming not, but the whole standing in line all night for a pair of sneakers, no. I say
I think they're still doing it somewhere.
We can't do that. We're never gonna.
Well, right now they stand in the lines for that PS5.
It's not important. No sneaker.
I don't give a fuck about no brand name. Shout out to Joyner Lucas on that.
That's what's up. Ron.
What are you thankful for, Ron?
What you thankful for?
Shit. Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. I'm thankful for Trump. I'm thankful for right now. Inauguration day 2021. That's all. I mean, other than that, just thankful for, you know, just life, being productive.
That's right.
Broke out on us, Ron.
That's right.
But we got you. We hear you.
Hey.
What about you, Mama?
What am I thankful for?
Yeah.
I got you. I got the boys. We'll be adding to our family because our granddaughter will be here in a couple months.
Shit.
My health.
Replenish the earth there.
Yes. My health is good. And the podcast and being an author has introduced me into a world of some dope ass people. And I love all of y'all. Like, y'all forever have a piece of my heart. And for blessing us to come with the Urban Green Room. Like you said, with the podcast, I never realized like that in COVID, we decided to kick this off. And because of it, we've made connections with some of the dopest ass people out there. And I'm forever grateful and indebted. And you don't know what this journey has meant to us, because it's been a way for us to connect emotionally, mentally, and spiritually with a lot of people. And to me, it was a saving grace because, again, this is new for everyone. It's different.
Yes.
And it's out of our comfort zone. So when you get two private people who usually don't open up to people, we even say we don't like people. But here we are making these connections and on a whole nother level. I think I've grown from that. I've learned to love the skin that I am and the woman that I am.
That's right.
And I don't think that would have necessarily evolved this way and as quickly without the help of all of my new friends. So I am forever grateful for that in that order.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Beautiful.
That's what's up.
Damn.
What about you, D?
How about you, Daryl?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Shit.
Yes. Tell us what you're thankful for.
It's been a really, really tough year for me on a lot of different levels. I feel Ruby in her thankfulness because I am very thankful for the journey of self-discovery, to say self-rediscovery. That whole journey that I've been on since we kind of been locked down, actually a little bit before that, and just finding out who I am really, you know what I mean, and not being afraid to be that, you know what I'm saying? I'm extremely thankful for that because it's saved my life literally this year. So that would be certainly number one on my list, and right behind that very closely is my family, because regardless of whatever we've been through since we've all been on this journey together the last 22 years, is, you know what I mean, we've always been there for each other no matter what. Like, shit can get as bad can be, but we're always there for one another. Me, my wife, and our two children, and now our grandbaby who's coming. So I'm so excited for that because I'm so sick of niggas. I hate dudes. I want a little girl. I really do. I want a little girl, so I'm extremely thankful for that too. But yeah, just this whole journey that has been the second half really of 2020 has been amazing for me personally. So I've grown, I think, tremendously. Just being able to be comfortable with myself and be able to open that up to the rest of the world and get a chance to meet some of these dope ass people that's out there. So, because y'all dope as fuck, you know, and it's, you know, I would have never done something like this.
Hey, I got a question for y'all.
What's up?
I have a question for the both of you.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you do threesomes?
Ooh, that's a good question. But we'll take that question out. Why don't we end this and talk about it?
So listen.
That's a good question. We're gonna have to edit that.
Listen, that's a good question. So we're gonna have to, and we're not gonna answer that. We're gonna just have you back on an episode when we're talking about threesomes.
Ooh.
There you
go. Okay.
We need to be there. I got a story for y'all.
Okay.
Do you?
I got a good one and a bad one.
Let me end the episode real quick, though. Let me end the episode.
We're not cutting out, but we just gonna end the episode.
So now there you have it, everyone. We have talked about the effects of COVID on the holidays, but more importantly, why we're thankful. So even though 2020 has been a shitty ass year, we know that it was just temporary. And because it's temporary, we have our extended family through social media that we're able to still connect with and enjoy life. And we have a lot to be thankful for at the end of the day. So thank you to our guests. Yeah. We love Kai, we love Ruby, and Ron, who checked out a little early, had to go. But more importantly, thank you to our listeners and to our viewers. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the podcast. Definitely. And to check us out on urbangreenroom.net.
And check out MSM.
Yes, Motherhood, Sex, and Marijuana.
That's
check out their pod, because if we're fans, you're gonna be fans too. So I'm your girl AA. I'm your nigga D Lewis.
And this has been the Urban Green Room Podcast, and we are out.
Peace.
Thank you for tuning into the Urban Green Room Podcast. Let's keep the conversation going. Hit us up at urbangreenroom.net or on our Facebook or IG page.
I always follow them.
Tell us what you think about today's conversation. If there's a topic you want to discuss, let us know. And by all means, tell a friend. The Urban Green Room Podcast, giving you something to talk about. Until next time, we out.